I used the switch control and it actually worked this time. Miracles never cease. It's about 50% of the time it works. Now, I'm just taking a mental health break from being in the house and heading down to the beach. So, you know, it's a really nice, beautiful day. Actually, the weather's been superb last few days. No complaints at all. To be mid-20s, hardly any rain. So I can't really test Adam's job on fixing up my the leak between the veranda and the main part of the house. So I can't get that established. Actually, I was going to go and check out that Deep Creek estate. So, yeah. The voice studio. Yeah, so just a couple taking their dog for a walk. Actually, people don't generally say hello to me when I'm doing the videos. I suppose that's understandable. Love the vegetation around here, it's great. Yeah, I felt a bit good just getting out yesterday, so I figure, look, maybe I should just force myself out of the house. It is such a nice walk down to the beach, why not? I just spoke to the ombudsman for energy and water in Queensland. I just put the application in, and I kid you not, within, I reckon, about 20 minutes of me actually putting it in online, I got a phone call back from them. Well, what they said was that it sounded to me as if they don't really believe that customers are giving them the true story. That's the impression I got. They said it made me sound like there's very little chance of much changing. Like basically smart meters are infallible, and it must be something to do with the tariffs or my appliances or something or rather. If it was Gregory House from that old TV show House, it'd be basically they'd just say all customers are liars because all patients were liars as far as he was concerned. So that's probably an attitude as well, but I mean, she was quite pleasant, the lady I spoke to, and she did bother ringing me, but she basically said that there's a special unit in Ergon and presumably all the other electricity companies as well that will deal with any complaints put to the ombudsman. Well, that makes sense because obviously they don't want that sort of stuff escalating. And they said it's a special unit and the person will be able to go through the tariffs with me and everything, but I'm just worried that there's just going to be basically a way of them abrogating their responsibility. Look, I mean, it is possible I've got some appliances there that aren't up to snuff, but gee, you know, doubling of a bill with the same usage is a worry, to say the least. You know, even if it went up marginally, you could sort of understand it, but not a total doubling, actually more than doubling. So that's why I've contacted them, and I think it's fair enough. But I just got a horrible feeling that it might be almost like a PR exercise. I get a feeling they don't get inundated with inquiries because she rang me back so quickly. I'm not complaining about good customer service, but still. So they've got 5 business days to get in contact with me and talk about it, but is it just going to be basically a way of trying to shut me up as opposed to really looking at the issue and seeing that maybe I've got a point? Because like I said, if I've got peaks and troughs in usage while I'm asleep, she tend to think it might be due to an off-peak tariff or something to do with my water or something, but why would it continually be doing it off and on during the night? That doesn't make sense to me. But anyway, common sense in this world isn't held in high esteem. Oh God. I'm going to have to run the gauntlet with these bloody whippersnippers. At least it'll be quiet along the beach, hopefully. And just outside the place abutting the the little walkway I'm going down to now to get to the actual beach itself. So hard to avoid him today, but that happens a lot up here. You just got to cop it. But yes, I've got a few hassles here and there. I've got to be still got the tree lopping issue. I've got to worry about it. They can't even look at the bloody thing unless they get their equipment. I'm thinking maybe I should contact the Airtasker about something like that and just see if I can get someone's prepared to do it. There might be someone is more prepared than one of the big companies. It's probably worth trying because, you know, this is dragging on a lot. Actually, it's quite busy today. A couple walking down the road and another couple of guys with Alsatians and some other dogs. Well, the park bench is empty. That's the good thing about it here. You don't generally get too many people during the weekday. There's people out on the beach. Yeah, there's a few people are out and about. I'll go down the beach. What the hell? Yeah, it's reasonably busy. This is almost crowded. Actually, the bus was pretty busy yesterday. So quite a few people got on at the Trinity Beach stop, and that might be an indication that there's a few visitors from interstate, although I would have thought that's almost impossible now with all the lockdowns taking place in New South and Victoria. I would have thought the airlines would really getting hit hard right now. But yeah, it's a beautiful day, lovely breeze as usual. It'll be good during summer to have a breeze like this. It'd definitely be worth going down just for a break. But yeah, it's the flat might have been a pain in the ass with noise and all the other stuff. But of course, the one thing it always had for it, and you know, body corporate's a pain in the ass, but again, it means that certain things you don't have to worry about. But all those responsibilities are on your shoulders when you own your own place. I'm not regretting moving from a flat, but maybe it would have been nicer to get a place that was in better nick so I could at least just relax for a while before major maintenance takes place. But this one I really need to get some stuff done, and I'm just worried how much it's going to cost. Trying to sell, if I sold a few more shares it'd be okay, but market's up and down like a yo-yo at the moment. Really hard to work out what's happening with that. So yeah, my flexibility financially isn't brilliant. I mean, there's a lot of people in a lot worse shape than me, but yeah, I'm just trying to tread water a bit now. I've got Adam coming over on the weekend anyway to finish up some of the painting. Seeing he started the painting on the walls, and that grey colour doesn't really go that well with the house, and there's a clash of shades in the lounge room. He says it'll be a one-day job with him and his mate doing it, so if that's the case, it's not so bad. It's a bit disruptive having them around for 2 days on the weekend because they do make a bit of noise with their music playing and what have you in the background. And when Adam's by himself, he wears headphones, but when he's with his mate, they have a radio blaring, so yeah, it's not as peaceful. It's a bit more intrusive, but you know, it's not terrible, just you know, but sort of music I can't stand. It's not great. Forces me to get out and garden, which isn't a bad thing because I probably could have done a lot more work there. After they've done the painting, I really wanted to have a look at possibly getting a raised garden bed in the front of where the tree's been lopped, and also to the side, which is looking at the neighbour's car park. I want to put some ferns and stuff in there because it's got quite a lot of shade, and that'll be a nice view from the kitchen if I get that done. So and then the other thing is insulation. They're really the main ones at the moment. I might have to put some of the other stuff on hold. I got my tax return, so that was good, but I'm hardly flush with those. I really got to hope to sell some shares when if the price does go up, and but it is volatile, and you just never know. It's a day-to-day proposition when it comes to that. I've got a couple of things in to go to sale, but they're like I say, they've both dipped a bit, and if a surge occurs, you never know. You never know. You've got to take profits when you can with the market at the moment. It's just it is very well with the lockdowns. I can understand it. In a way, I'm surprised it's doing as well as it is, because when you got the two most popular states in Australia really sort of put the clamps on business, it's not a good position really. So yeah, I think we're doing fairly well considering, and certainly the labour market was very strong at rebounding once those lockdowns were removed. So inherently there seems to be a bit of resilience in the Australian economy, but yeah. Switch. No, ignored me. Yeah, I seem to have to actually, I can switch screens when I've turned off the actual, off the camera, but not when it's actually filming it. I don't think it will switch screens there. I've got the rear picture on at the moment. No, it'd be great to have a bike. I haven't heard back from Kmart yet though, so I don't know what's happening with that. They may have problems with it because it's a return bike. It may not be up to scratch, so I may not be able to get it. So I'm not sure what the situation is with the bike. So, but yeah, I'd like it. It'd be good to have. Also looking at getting some other cooking stuff through them. There's a couple of hot plates. They're only $29 that I'd like to get, but I think I have to spend about 50 on delivery to get a free delivery through them, so that's the way to go. I could probably carry the hot plates on the bus. It'd just be a little heavy, but better to get it delivered if it's free. I might only go as far as Trinity Beach post office, but better than nothing, I guess. Yeah, as usual, very quiet around here. Well, I just want to get out and have a wander, get the blood flowing, a bit of a breeze, sea breeze. Please consider subscribing to my channel if you think there's anything there of use to you, or entertainment or whatever, and either do that or give me a thumbs up, or if you're feeling really energetic, do both. That'd be great.